We're going to ask everybody to stand, and we're going to begin today with an invocation.
Father in heaven, as we come today, we just praise your name, Father. We thank you for blessing us. We thank you for blessings that we realize and those that we take for granted, Father. Help us to be effective as a council, and help us to make good decisions. Be with the people that are here, and just thank you for your Son and his sacrifice for us. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Thank you. Let the record show that we have a quorum, that we're all here. And if you would all join me, we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag first. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now we'd like to do the pledge to the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Thank you. You may be seated. I'd like to welcome everybody here today. This is really cool. We haven't had this many people here in a long time.
Veterans Day is 2019. Since Veterans Day in 2019.
That's right. It's really nice to have this many people here. We're just not used to having any audience, so we're all going to have to act a little different. Got lots of family here. Crystal's got family. Cole's got family. I've got family here. I think mine's here just to see if I'm really going to give it up. But we do appreciate everybody being here and taking the time to come see us. This is really cool. It is at this time in our meeting that we are always glad to welcome visitors and to receive public comments. And this is the time that we'll open the floor for public comment. Well, if there's not any, that's okay. I did forget a while ago to welcome all the staff. Hey, how much I appreciate the staff being here. And Gil, we're glad you're here.
Good to be here.
Today being my last day as mayor, and being able to do a few things before council meeting time, I wanted to do a proclamation. And that proclamation, I'm going to go ahead and read this now because when we get to the end of the meeting, I'll no longer be the mayor and I won't have the opportunity to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and read this proclamation now. And it's a proclamation declaring the City of Muleshoe Employee Appreciation Day on May 14th of this year. And it goes something like this. Whereas the City of Muleshoe employees dedicate themselves to the continuous improvement of the quality of life for the City of Muleshoe citizens as they perform their job with professionalism, integrity, compassion, and pride. And whereas employees are committed in the performance of their duties, which include protecting public safety, volunteer fire department, animal control and code enforcement, street maintenance, park maintenance, water and wastewater services, garbage service, public library, municipal court, economic development, and municipal government. And whereas the professional and personal commitment of city employees contributes to the most efficient and effective operation of our city while serving as responsible stewards of the taxpayer funds and joining in efforts to improve operations and enhance service delivery throughout the city offices. And whereas the essential services city employees provide make a difference every day and enhance the quality of life for those who live, work, or visit in our great city. And whereas the mayor and the city council of the city of Muleshoe expresses gratitude this day and throughout the year to our city employees who demonstrate leadership, courage, and compassion in serving their fellow citizens. So now, therefore, I, Cliff Black, the mayor of the city of Muleshoe, hereby proclaim Friday, May the 14th, 2021 as City of Muleshoe Employee Appreciation Day in the city of Muleshoe and urge our citizens to commend the extraordinary efforts and commitment of our city of Muleshoe employees. So, I want to thank all the city employees, and you are so often ignored and taken for granted, and just want you to know how much we appreciate your service and your work and your extraordinary efforts to continue the quality of life in our town. So we thank you. Okay. No one has any public comment, and we're going to move right along in our agenda. The first thing we'd like to do is consider resolution number R773-0521 that canvasses the returns of the city general election held on May the 1st of 2021. This envelope that has the final results was kept in a mayonnaise jar on Dana's front porch since the election. And in the special election, we do that first. We have the totals of that election, and the winner of that election is Crystal Alarcon. And we want to congratulate her. And so we need a motion and a second to approve that resolution.
We need to do the general election first.
You want?
We need to do the general election first, thank you.
Okay, we can stop that and go to the other. We'll leave that for last. In the general election, we have the total number of votes make Cole P. Ellis the winning candidate, and we want to congratulate him on his election. So, we still need that motion and second to...
Make that motion on the general election.
All right. Second. Do we have a second? Is there any other discussion or questions? Not all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. Now, we'd like to consider resolution R774-0521. It canvasses the returns of the city special election held on May 1st. And this resolution canvasses the election returns of District 1. And according to the final totals of that voting, Crystal Alarcon is the winner of that election. And we want to congratulate her. So I'll make a motion that we approve that resolution.
Second.
We have a second. Is there any other discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. Now, we would like for Zana to come forward.
Before we do, Mayor, we're going to do something else. We're going to stray a little bit from the agenda. Before we get there, can I get you to come down here, please? It's a token of our appreciation for all your service to the city of Muleshoe. We'd like to honor you with this flag. The certificate says the flag flew proudly over City Hall May 6, 2021 in honor of Mayor Cliff Black.
Can I take a picture?
Wow.
Hold on. That's one thing.
Get that over here.
Hold on.
One official picture?
There it is.
All right, here we go. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you very much.
This flag,
Wow.
it's a Texas flag. The flag flew proudly over Alamo, January 23rd, 2020, in honor of Mayor Cliff Black. It's a Texas flag.
I should have worn my come and take it t-shirt.
Awesome.
On behalf of all the staff, I just want you to know how much we appreciate all your years of service.
Thank you so much. That's cool. Okay. On the agenda. Please go to the boss.
We'd also like for you to have your name plaque.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, now I can have Cole.
Hang on a minute.
Okay, go
Let me say a
ahead.
couple of things first.
Sure.
Killed a little time yesterday morning after I got ready for church, and so I got a couple of potato boxes and I started packing away my city shirts. And packed them all but one. This is number 27. Leanne Gallman. Years ago, we'd go to the state meetings and the regional meetings and SPAG and stuff, and Leanne Gallman started this fad where she wanted us all to look the same and to have really neat shirts to wear so that the rest of the state would recognize that. Well, it became quite a fad because now you go to the state TML convention and everybody there, their cities and their organizations and stuff like that, all have shirts that match. So this was started about 20 years ago. And whoever makes these shirts ought to thank Leanne because I think they've sold thousands of them and stuff. So, but anyway, when I was packing those and putting them away, and I saved this one and then put it in there, and while I was doing that, I got to thinking about how much it has meant to me to be able to go to those state conventions and those regional conventions and the SPAG annual meetings and stuff with you folks, and how we could spend time together at those places as a group and enjoy each other, and we could go to training and learn so much about city government and about products that are available. And so I want to thank y'all for making my service to this city quite an adventure. And I have really enjoyed that. And it's been a very, very unique thing. So, yeah, I want to thank y'all.
Been a pleasure. Thanks.
Okay. Your turn.
Okay.
All right.
You
Let me get my paperwork.
Okay.
James,
You get to keep the big and low. I get to keep. I'll clean that out later. I want everybody to see what I'll do. There's a lot of history in that rule. Yeah.
If you tell him.
All right, Colt, if you'll join me down front now. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Colt Ellis,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office of
the duties of the office of
Mayor of the City of Muleshoe,
Mayor of the City of Muleshoe,
and will to the best of my ability
and will to the best of my ability
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Crystal. All right. Just a little bit so that you can. I state your name.
I, Crystal Alcorn,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office of
the duties of the office of
Councilmember District 1
Councilmember District 1
of the City of Muleshoe,
of the City of Muleshoe,
and will to the best of my ability
and will to the best of my ability
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United States
and of this state.
and of the state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. And then we are going to also present them with new nameplates. Crystal Alarcon, District 1, and Colt Ellis, Mayor.
I didn't hear you had those in yet. We're going to get ready to continue our meeting. If you'd like to stay, you're welcome to stay for the rest of it, but you don't have to. That's what Cliff would always tell me.
It won't take long.
Shouldn't take us too long. All right, the next item on our agenda is the approval of minutes from the council meeting March 8, 2021.
Motion we approve the minutes.
Got a motion and a second to approve the minutes for the council meeting March 8, 2021. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Our next item on the agenda is to elect a mayor pro tem.
I nominate Earl.
Earl, you want to serve as mayor pro tem again?
Be fine.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second for Earl to be pro tem. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Hey Zana, do you have another agenda?
I actually, I left it with my mom.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Our next item is to consider resolution R-775-0521, authorizing the submission of an application and authorizing the city manager to act as the chief administrative officer for the city's participation in the home program. Mom?
Just like it says, this resolution authorizes submit an application for the home grant program. Also, it can make some funds from the city as matching. And amount is $40,000 that will be committed to this program. Right now, we're in the process. I think we're looking at building 4 different houses. We're doing paperwork right now. Probably within the next couple of months, we'll start results for that program. It also authorizes the city manager to be the chief administrative officer between the state and the city to administer this home program.
So we're gonna do 4 homes in 21?
4 homes, that's what
Or
we're
is this
saying.
21 or is this for 22?
21.
21.
We're in the process right now. Hopefully we'll get started no later than the end of the year.
Make a motion we pass resolution R 7750521.
Second.
I have a motion and a second for resolution R 7750521. All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next thing on our agenda is we need to consider recommendations from the Muleshoe Economic Development Corporation for Board of Directors. You want to talk about that, Trina?
I'll end that.
Oh, okay.
Julie DeBruyne, Cameron, Carol Baker, Mark Washington, Jim K. Moore have agreed to continue serving on the Board of Muleshoe Economic Development Corporation. Therefore, the Muleshoe EDC Board of Directors recommend that they be reappointed to serve a 2-year term for the Muleshoe Economic Development Corporation. They all have agreed to continue serving.
We have a motion and a second to approve the recommendation of the Board of Directors for the Muleshoe EDC. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next item is to receive the investment summary for the month ending at March 31st, 2021. I trust that you guys have already reviewed that. Is there any questions? I'll make a motion that we approve the investment summary.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor to approve the investment summary, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is to receive the financial statement for the month ending April the 30th, 2021.
Make a motion to receive the financial statement.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to receive the financial statement for the month ending April 30th, 2021. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is administrative reports.
Staff and Councilmember Mendoza attended the TNL Region 3 Zoom meeting back in March 25th. It was a program updating on the current legislative session. The Mutual Water Park is scheduled to open on June the 1st. The Youth Fishing Day at Lake Mutual will be Saturday, June 5th. We are making plans for moving the park, and that's on the third Thursday of the month, in the month of June, July, and August. And so a result of House Bill 3834, cybersecurity is required. Training is required by staff and council on a yearly basis. So it has to be completed by June 15th. I believe Sana gave you a link where you can do that. If any of you need assistance with that, please contact Sana. We'll be one of that set it up here if you like. And that make sure it's completed by the 11th. That way she has time to submit it to the state. It takes about 15-20 minutes at most. So, like I said, if you need any kind of assistance, please contact us. And that's all I have.
Do we have to fill out a test on that?
Yes.
Is that on this link as well?
That is not, but I'll give it to you.
Well, the answer's the same as last year.
Not cheating.
Council have any remarks?
Item A for the TML Region 3 was a Zoom meeting. How long are we going to do this? How long are we going to do the Zoom stuff? Do you have a date in the sky that we're going to stop that?
No, I don't. SPAG, they are looking into it, possibly because Lova's got to open up a little more. They're starting to allow some meetings, so I really don't have a definite date, and we'll start meeting in person again.
Okay. And then, have you got a itinerary of the July 4th timeline or schedule or anything like that?
I don't. I think Chamber of Commerce is the one that's putting that together, and Karina, do we have anything in place yet?
We are planning for regular events, a parade, live music, and it'll be conjoined with meal days and kicking nights, so it'll be a full day of entertainment. We're still working on all the final plans, but
It'll be the 3rd.
the 3rd of July, that'll be on Saturday.
And then the very last one that the cybersecurity, last year I took that and passed it under protest. Our elected officials have done nothing that we elected them to do. Why should we be held to a different? So if I take this, it'll be under protest. If I don't take it, what are they going to do? Fire me? Because they can't. They can't fire me.
Now you're an elected official.
Yeah.
As a city, we need to do what's mandated from us, and that is something that is mandated by the
People that aren't doing what they said they would.
Well, I can tell
Well,
you
you have
that.
to be elected.
But anyway,
Okay.
all we have to do is pass it along to y'all, and it's mandated. So
Okay.
if you want to do it on the protest again, I appreciate you doing it.
I probably will, but I want it known that I'm doing it under protest.
I understand.
Julie knows.
Yeah. That's all I had, sir.
Anybody else? On behalf of staff, I want to welcome you and Crystal, to this roles. Want you to know we're here. We do this every day, so our offices are open. You'll more than welcome to stop by or call us. So, thank you.
Anybody that had you, but
Mhm.
Cliff, I'd like to thank you for all your years of service to the city.
It's been my pleasure.
We appreciate it.
And I'll tell you the same thing I always say. If you need me, call me.